Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vicky Kings, and for the subscribers, thank you so much for the subscription. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the content. And today I'm joined by an amazing guest. We'll be talking about something that he created. He's very innovative, he's very inventive, he's very young. So atajiintroduce kwanza, then after that tutaanza our show today, and take over and introduce yourself.
Wow, thank you. Omondi, a student at Murang'a University of Technology, currently in my 4th year, taking Bachelor of Technology in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. As you have heard, I actually really love electronics, and I love dealing with new things, like coming up with solutions to solve problems that are currently experiencing the society. Hope by the end of the session you learn more.
Oh, that's nice. I'm also eager to learn more, and the people are also eager to learn more. I'm sure of that. So the main thing that has brought us today, it's your latest project, yeah? So let me ask you, what is this project and what does it do?
Wow, thank you very much for that question. Okay, based on the latest project that I just did, and I actually pitched it in some various places, like for instance the Nyeri Agricultural Show. I also pitched it up during the Cultural Week at the university, and during the second conference, international conference at the university, where I was even able to share it to the permanent secretary of the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education. That was the smart automated greenhouse. It's a self-contained greenhouse whereby it's there to actually make the farmer even engage the farming methods very much.
Okay, it's a smart greenhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, when someone says a smart greenhouse, the first thing comes to somebody's mind is something like an electronic smart TV or something. What do you mean by a smart greenhouse?
Wow, thank you very much. It's smart. First, I'll start from the instance that we human beings are smart because we have the senses that enable us to respond to various conditions that we tend to be exposed to during our day-to-day lives. So, for instance, the greenhouse is smart in such a way that it's an electronic device, as you just said. It has some electronic device in it that allows it to respond. For the case of the automated items, a robot, it's being referred to as actuation. They actuate, they respond by actuating. So you find out that it connects to the internet. Then once it connects to the internet, it communicates with the user. For our case, the user will be the farmer who will have actually installed the greenhouse in his or her farm. It's also smart in such a way that it responds to various conditions. For instance, if the soil moisture content goes below a certain threshold, then it will prompt the pump to start irrigating the farm. It's also smart to an extent that if the seeds have matured, that's if they were grown, they germinated, and they went through all the basic processes of growth of the plant, it will be harvested automatically, and then prepare the section where the planting is being done, and then all this process is done automatically.
Also, basically, it's doing everything itself.
Yeah, everything by itself.
Oh, okay. And what was the inspiration of doing this kind of project?
Okay. My inspiration came during the COVID-19 period. You know, during that session, there was instances of lockdown, and you will find like very good farmers who were actually staying in the city could not even be able to maybe access their farms back then in their rural areas. So it's actually pained me because we're in a crisis. There's no food, yet you are limited to go and attend to your farm, yet you really need the food. So you see that case, yet you see, things had actually stopped. So that was one of my inspiration. Again, you may find some of us who are students at school, we actually love agriculture, but we are limited to attending to our farms. Like, we can't go and visit our farm, we can't visit the farm to just check on its status. So by those problems that we are actually being exposed to, it actually pushed me to a point of thinking, how can we actually solve this? How can we actually solve this problem and fill the gaps that are actually existing?
So for you to create this project, it was just about solving the problems for the farmers in Yilkwen approach during the COVID-19?
Yeah, actually, I won't base my main objective being the main challenges of the COVID-19, because currently the COVID-19 is not there. I believe that based with the potential, the well-qualified doctors, the lab technologists, all of them did their work, the optics, and we are sure that even in the future, if the pandemic comes, that thing is already sorted. So the big thing is, despite what comes, you being able to access and have the live data of the status of your farm, despite which location you are at. That was the biggest inspiration. Tukiwa hapa tuna record podcast, and I feel like I want to check what the status of my farm and just do some few clicks and slides, and I'm able to see, oh, nyanyangu imeiva. By this and this time, I'll be able to have the money in my pocket. Obvious, having the right market and the potential buyers.
Oh, okay, that's so nice. About the project, time yenye ulifanya, the moment, that time, ilikuwa a long term plan ama tu ni kitu ilikuja tu kwa akili, then you decided to go with it? Like, was it something that you had planned for it, or you just went something that came in your mind?
Wow. Okay, for instance, that one, I can say it's something long term, because me with agricultural technology, I actually began it while still in high school, where I did some projects and was able to pick it from the basic level, that was the sub-county level, county, and up to the regional, that's the Nyanza region, where I was able to take various awards. So during that time I was doing the basic soilless farming. Those were the hydroponics, the aquaponics, and later, having joined campus, I started thinking on how I can fully automate it. So it is still in the process of growth and development. So it has been a long-term process.
Oh, so it is something that it's a long-term. Si kitu ilikuja tu out of the blue.
Yeah.
Okay. About the project, ukiwa kushule. So you've already just told us that it was a long-term plan. Yeah. So we can say that was your idea, it was your plan. But now the question is, ukiwa kushule for the culture show modes, did you do it alone, or did you receive a helping hand?
During the cultural week, by that time, okay, initially back then, we used to work with my friend Alex, who used to help me with the basic. Then we were able to gather components and assemble them to come up with the skeleton, the structure of the greenhouse. And during the cultural week, I took all that entailed it. He was actually working on another one. So during the cultural week, I just managed it personally, pitched it alone, and even spoke to the BC and the DVCs personally from an individual level. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That actually, it's amazing from how far we've talked. I mean, that's very, very creative. Now let me ask you this: for people who don't know about this, personally, nilijua from you. I'm asking for people like me who didn't know about it. Is it an invention or is it an innovation?
You can see it's an innovation.
It's an invention.
Yeah.
Okay. What makes it an invention?
Okay. you see it's something that's long term. For instance, I told you I started it back then in high school. And if you go back to the book of history, sorry, I never took history as my personal subject, but based on the history is that back then in Egypt, the most funny thing is that we find that there are various people who lack anything. So you find in Egypt, it's actually a semi-arid area, given it's not a desert. It's totally dry, but those guys wanna lead who produce chakula. They were actually practicing the hydroponics whereby they were doing the agriculture by the River Nile. So that's the basic. So it went on improving. And when I came to campus, I came and realized the issue of automation in agriculture, whereby it has been improved. But mine tends to be different because it's still yet in the process of development and maturing. And the big question was, is it an innovation or invention?
Yeah.
It is an innovation because you see it's something existing, but I'm still working on it to make it perfect. Currently in Kenya, I haven't heard of any structure or any greenhouse that has such features. So I can say it's an improvement, not a full clone from those that are in the Western, but it's an improvement of the greenhouse that we have in the country today.
Okay, so we can say in Kenya, if it goes out, it can be an invention. An invention in Kenya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but globally, it's an innovation that is.
Yeah, it's an innovation.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. When you are doing the project, you are still also in school, right?
Yeah.
And bado ulikuwa unasoma. So the question is, how did you find the time to finish the project on time and still manage to focus on your education, on your studies?
Wow, thank you very much for that question. Actually, before I proceed, I understand that's one of the biggest challenges that we as students and enthused persons have. Because you may find you outside there, you're actually enthused about something. Maybe you are eagerly, maybe you really love on how to play soccer, you really love how to play basketball, but the big thing is always, how do you plan yourself? What's your schedule? The big thing that actually helped me out is having a plan and understanding the timelines. Because the greenhouse, the tomato greenhouse was supposed to be pitched at a specific date. So I had it in mind that this thing I need to have accomplished this, and therefore I had to adjust my timeline. I had to adjust my plans, having to have some sleepless nights, because it's always said that dreams are not those that you have when you sleep. Dreams are those that you keep you from not sleeping. So we had sleepless nights just for the purpose of finishing this item. First, have a plan. Second, be ready to sacrifice. Third, and maybe to proceed, maybe I can say sharing it out and maybe training other people so that they may have the knowledge about it. The big thing remember is the plan and being ready to sacrifice.
So having that plan and being able to sacrifice, it was the biggest lead in your idea to be able to move. Yeah. You mentioned about challenges. You've said that there were some of the it was one of the challenges that you faced time ulikuwa unatengeneza. So what was some of the other challenges that you faced apart from you?
Wow, thank you very much for that question. I'll also start by first encouraging those who are actually experiencing these challenges to learn that you're not alone, and also keep this in mind that your current situation, your current challenge is not a permanent challenge. Some of the challenges are like, one, you may be having a very good idea, but you lack a good person to mentor you, to hold your hand, to guide you on which way to take. Other challenges are things to do with finances. You can find a very well qualified boy from the village or a very well qualified lady from the village that they lack the finances. Sorry to say the village, that anywhere they lack finances. So finances is a challenge, our ment is a challenge, and also having a platform to pitch your idea, that's another challenge. I understand there are a lot of places that resources being limited to those people, you tend to be lack, because I believe if I was not like exposed to some various places and various kind of platforms, I will not be able to have implemented that idea. So just those are just better. So the list is always too long. If I start speaking of them, I will stay and will stay. But those are the core challenges that we do experience.
Okay, and you faced those challenges, but you still managed to come up with a project. How did you maneuver this project, those challenges? How were you able to maneuver them?
Wow, thank you very much for that question too. One, say that your network is your network. One thing, actually from the challenge of keeping quiet, isolating myself, I actually experienced a very big blow of my life, and I was laid down in the hospital because of the same. And since I experienced it, they say experience is the best teacher, but I'll extend it and say experience is the best teacher, but don't let it be expensive. From that point, I learned on how to speak out, to project my voice out, not only in matters to do with innovation and engineering, but in matters to do with mental health. Speaking out your mind, speaking out the challenges that you face, that's one thing that helped me to maneuver through. Another thing is building my courage. Attempts to make me natambua that most of us students in the university, some of us tend to isolate ourselves from the professors, the doctors. I'll tell you one thing, if you don't take advantage of this opportunity, you never know. Maybe you don't have, maybe ujeka kwa menda kuntaka kufanya masters or another degree, but by this time that you're in the university, ensure you optimize your utilization, your network, your communication with your lecturers and any potential person that's above you. And you just go and speak out to them. That's another way I was able to maneuver. Because by me speaking my ideas to the professors and the lecturers, they were able to connect me up. When I say, baby, Brian, my idea was very interesting. Will you mind to present it at this near show with the courtesy of the school? You see? And by that I was able to maybe get the right people, I was able to get the mentors, I was able to get the platform, and to some point I would say I was able to get the finances. Because me traveling from Murang'a to Nyeri, it was all catered by the school. My accommodation in Nyeri, it was for about 5 days. It was all catered by the school. My meals were all catered by the school, and I tell you for sure, the meals were not a joke, it was a good meal.
You had a blast.
I had a blast.
Oh, okay. About the project, you went to the Nyeri show.
Yeah, Nyeri show.
Okay. What if you said it was a smart TV? Not a smart TV. If it was a smart green, it's a smart green farm, right? Yeah. What if there was another, probably a green farm, apart from it being a smart green farm, what else could make it stand out from the rest?
What actually made it stand out? That's a very interesting question. But then before I forget, having pitched our ideas to back in Nyeri, we were able to secure number 2 from our mother school, that's JK Watt, JK Watt or JQuat?
From JQuat.
JQuat. And some people tend to refer to it as JK Watt. We are able to secure number 2. Our greenhouse stood out because if you are just exposed to the nature of how it responds to the changes of environment, I can tell you, actually in the whole show there was no such greenhouse. I was able to visit the JK Watt booth, they never had such. And also, I told you in Kenya it's like a new idea, it has not been seen anywhere. It's actually a new idea coming out. So by itself, by its properties, it's being able to communicate, and you are not limited to only the people. Its communication is not only limited to the people with smartphones. even those people who are like are using the kaduda or
Katululu, Kadonda, Kabambi.
They're able to communicate with the greenhouse, send commands to it, get feedback from it, but obvious, the best thing you have will get the best result. That's if you have a smartphone, you get smart results, and you have to enjoy a lot of the features from the greenhouse.
You've talked about the Kabambi, and okay, Aikwangi Smart. So, itakusaidiaje? How will it work together with a smart green farm?
Wow, thank you very much. As I have my Kabambi here with me too. So you will find out that the Kabambi, the Kabonyeza, Kamulikamwizi, will the greenhouse will able to communicate with the phone, provided it's featured in with the SIM card that is registered in the greenhouse. So the greenhouse will only send messages via short messages, the SMS to the SIM card. That's like, which will be like an address, so it will receive the SMS. Also from the Kabonyeza, it has some letters calibrated around its button. You can send commands to it. Maybe let's take an instance, you want to plant beans. You'll just have to select the beans option, and the greenhouse will actually plant the beans in the farm.
So this greenhouse, or the connection inatumika through using the SIM card?
Yeah, okay. You know, it has various modules. There's the GSM module. The GSM module ni penye unaiwekea SIM card kwa sababu lazima uzilink. So nipatia SIM card, hiyo ni via the GSM module. It communicate. Actually, our phones have the GSM module. Your place unaikanga ka SIM card, that's the GSM module. And the other features, you know, the phone, it's a bit, they tend to reduce the module so that it can be small enough to feature in your pocket. But the more complex things you handle, the more the modules become big. So it has the GSM module where you feature in the SIM card so that it can communicate. It also has the ESP32, that's the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth module where it connects to the internet. So it's by those modules that it has that it allows the farmer to communicate to it. It allows the farmer to have a brief history, not even a brief, a total history of the farm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now about your future with the project. Okay, let me say the future of this project. Do you plan to make it something bigger, or is it something that it's just imefikia hapo kwenye naendelea, or do you plan it to make it bigger?
Wow, thank you very much for that question. A challenge to us all is that whenever you start something, don't take it as something, take it as a seed that you have just sown, whatever it be. We are currently in this place. I believe my brother over here, the owner of the channel, by the subscribe, is a potential man. Next time you will see him somewhere and he never subscribes, I tell you, utakuna unashangaa. So it's a seed you are planting. I'll take this as a seed that I never planted near Madisama last year. I planted it like, how many years ago? About 6 years ago. So it's a seed. Somebody said the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. But me, young, I can say with this greenhouse, the seed of this tree that I planted 6 years ago is still maturing. So I want to leave it from this point. Technology at the same time is never relaxing. Each and every day, technology keeps evolving and evolving. We're in industrial 1.0, currently in 4.0. At times I sit down and wonder how will industrial 5.0 be? So the project like this, not sleeping, is still being worked on day and night. Same was whatever seed so ensure you water it and ensure it grows. So the project is still in development stage. Though in a improved project.
Oh, okay, guys, I know probably you're even wondering what are we talking about. At the end of this interview, we're going to put a clip of the project itself, so mtaweza kuiona hapo. Sintono mjue ni nini tunaongelea. Now let's get back what's about this project, how will it help the society? Because from what I've heard, yes, there are very many ways it can help the society, but let's hear from you. How will it help the society as the creator?
Wow, thank you very much for that question. You all said there, when you mkulima, sindio, ensure, okay, by you having the greenhouse one, it will relieve you from tedious works, that is sowing. I remember back then, I was not able to dig a very big portion of the farm. I was almost halfway and I was like, in a job.
You're really tired.
What do you think I was doing?
And you're already hungry.
And I was really hungry. So you see, the greenhouse will help the community by first relieving them from tedious works, because one, planting will be done automatically. Two, you won't have to visit the farm frequently, because the greenhouse is featured with cameras and it's featured with various sensors that will allow you to understand the status of the farm. So you don't have to visit the greenhouse each and every moment because it's automated. All you have to do, as I said before, you have a smartphone, you just have to do some few slides and you get the information. If you have a Katululu, you just have to text the greenhouse. It has its number, so you just have to text it and you receive all the information in terms of temperature, soil moisture content, humidity, and all the basic components that are necessary for the optic growth of the plants. So by that, I believe it will help a lot. You being wherever center of the world, you'll be able to access your greenhouse provided you are connected to the internet and you have some few data given to the greenhouse too. Only that. You can do other stuff, and even in the process of doing the other stuff, you can have to do a lot of things that it will have cost you time, money, and even your health, traveling to and fro to do them. So I believe that it will help the community. Kabisa, I believe so.
Oh wow. Actually, as someone when anakuanga na a lot of things and anakuanga so much invested in farming, I think this is the best project nafikiria for that kind of person, because there's someone who is so much into farming and then but also akona biashara zingine. So I think for this one, and it's quite very useful, it's quite very useful to that kind of person, kwa sababu ataweza to do both things without interfering in calendar yake, because as from what you said, you can control it from wherever you are. Unaweza jua venye kunaendelea, you don't have to visit regularly. I think it's a very good idea. I think about it because kuna venye natakanga kwa farmer sa nikiomoka transition ni family yangu tunaongea. So the project itself, how was it recognized? Did you get recognized school? Let's start from the school itself. Like, was it given kind of sort of recognition?
Wow, thank you very much for that question. Yeah, the greenhouse actually recognized by the university. And as I said earlier, I was able to pitch it to the VC and the DVCs of the institution, and they recognize the greenhouse. And currently, the greenhouse is being scaled up to a very big room, like an actual greenhouse. I understand you're able to see the dummy greenhouse, but currently the greenhouse is being scaled up to a very big scale that it can actually accommodate a lot of crops and a variety of plants too. So it's recognized by the institution. I can say since the PA, the permanent secretary in charge of education in the country also had an opportunity to have a view of it, and I believe I did my best and I was pitching it out to her. She also recognized it. So it's somewhere in the country.
Yeah.
And I'm proud.
You're proud of your work.
I'm proud.
And see, you're proud of your work, because I personally am very proud of that kind of work, very innovative work. So upon finish, if you Okay, if you have any kind of word of advice to young inventors or innovators outside there, you can give them some piece of advice and umalizie na kupeana social media zako, kwenye unaweza patikana, kwenye bado wanaweza jua about to know more about your project.
Wow, thank you very much. My message to the young, I can generalize to what tech, the enthusiasts in tech, the young generation that's coming, kindly, one, go out to see your government, jitume, be ready to sacrifice. Jitume, be ready to sacrifice and have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan itakwenda the plan will fail. So have a plan. Another thing, despite the challenges, they are not permanent, they are just seasonal, zitaishi. So don't let them overpower you. Don't take the challenges to be like a permanent state. No, it will change, it will hit. And that's just be strong. No, jitume, please. Jitume, please. Nimesema please because I feel it for you. Jitume and the fruits are very sweet. The fruits are very sweet. Ukifanya kitu, just be humble. Usikwe na haraka. Kila kitu pia iko na master zake. All say, you can find me LinkedIn, Omondi, Facebook, Brand Energy Champion, Instagram, Brand Energy Champion. Same to, I said Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all social media platforms. Just Brand Energy Champion and Brand Omondi.
Thank you so much for availing yourself. Thank you for your time and thank you for your knowledge that you've shared with us. Thank you so much. It's been amazing time. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. And guys, that was all for today. Vicky Kings as usual, Instagram, TikTok, X, what else? Threads. Kila mahali, Vicky Kings. Thank you so much guys for watching this video and remember to hit the subscribe button, like and comment on the video. And guys, please, come on, if you have an idea, if you have your own sort of kind of project, usiogope kuiendea. Go for it. You've heard from the young innovator himself. Yeah, so guys, see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one.